Did you know this dude tried to talk Greta out of making Barbie? And he also tried to direct it? Like, the more I find out about this dude, the more I'm just like, ugh. Now, I'm gonna get into more of this backstory of these two writing the movie Barbie in just a second. There's two reasons why I'm talking about this today. One, these two just got married after dating for 12 years and 2 kids together. That's fine. They probably have their reasons. I'd be willing to bet that he wanted to marry her finally because she's more successful than him. Men love riding on the coattails of women. But given the interviews with this dude, I'm starting to think that despite her success and talent, I'm pretty sure he thinks that he's still better. Because if there's one thing this man has, it's audacity. Given the way he wrote this story about his ex-wife that he allegedly cheated on, but divorced her to be with Greta, while they had a brand new baby. A man who wrote this whole story, marriage story, that we're supposed to like have like this dude who leaves his wife and has an affair with a younger woman is just a prick who like hates her. We're supposed to sympathize with this dude? Okay, but like he left this queen who was his muse for a long time, and now he's with this queen, but I don't like the way they work together, and I'm gonna show you in a minute why. Everyone's like, power couple. If my husband ever talked to me the way this man talks to her about the writing projects, I would fire him as a writing partner. Like, fork this dude. As much as I love the idea of people collaborating together, and my husband gives really good feedback, so he actually makes my stories better, but he would never tell me that something is a stupid idea. Never! He would never have the audacity to do that. But this guy tried to get her to not write Barbie. Like, fork you, dude. But besides the fact that they're finally getting married after 12 years, and again, marriage is not the end-all be-all, and you know what? Honestly, for her, it's probably better to not have her finances tied to a dude who is not as talented as her, so getting married maybe not be such a great idea. But this is why I'm so annoyed. We just got 3 more songs from this dude. Now, I think Ragamuffin's hot. I could watch him in anything. But like, why is this man the star? He got like almost as many lines as the star. We got his whole character arc is like the center of this story. And while some of the other Barbies and female characters don't have much depth or backstory, this dude sure does. We're supposed to, I swear to God, I think Jordan Peterson wrote this movie. Oh no, men aren't important. Men don't get to cry. This dude is so needy. He's a parasite. He's not supportive of Barbie. He doesn't love Barbie. He's dead inside. He's a Ken cell. He doesn't have purpose without a woman making him feel valuable. And then because he's so insecure, he ruins Barbie's life. Never apologizes. Like, to me, only a man could be involved in a script like that. And when I found out how heavily involved Greta's husband was in this script, it all makes sense now. But, I mean, look at this. Not only did his song, he gets a whole song and dance, right? Nominated for Grammy, I think a Golden Globe too, probably an Oscar when that comes out. Just dropped 3 more songs from this dude. I'm so sick of Ken. And by the way, the lyrics to me are a little messed up. I'm always number 2. Anywhere else I'd be a 10? No, you wouldn't. Other than being hot, Ken sucks. He has no personality. Like, literally, have you ever dated a needy man? I have. They're exhausting. My ex, literally one day I was like, what have you been doing all day? And he was like, thinking about you. And I'm like, ew. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I can't imagine literally spending all day thinking about a man. Ken doesn't love Barbie. Ken doesn't know himself. He doesn't love himself, and he escapes into the fantasy of Barbie. But he is not a supportive person. He's not a supportive friend. He definitely would be a terrible boyfriend. But we're supposed to feel bad for Ken because Ken is so lost. Again, Jordan Peterson, did you write this? And while there seems to be no interest in making a Barbie sequel, she's definitely open to the idea of Ken getting a spinoff, of course. Because that's what we need more of. More Ken. Kenergy, blah. Kencel. God! This movie is not about decentering men. This movie is, let's feel bad for men. As if it's our problem to solve. Women are literally dying from trying to help men, save men, worrying about men, enabling men, and their addictions and all their self-destructive behavior because they're so lost. Oh, the lonely male crisis. I don't care anymore. Let them figure it out. Not my problem. They have to help themselves. I'm not doing it. Like, they're both talking about a Ken spinoff. They had so many ideas for Ken. They couldn't fit it all in one draft. Why is this movie called Barbie? It should have just been called Ken. The lonely Ken crisis. Maybe that's what we should call it. We had too much material for Ken. Why? There's one Ken doll. And there's all these Barbies. There's one Ken doll. Greta, you need to decenter men more, babe. Please. You are so talented and all this stuff. I am not canceling Greta for anyone who's like, I swear I have to block people. Every time I criticize Taylor Swift or Barbie or anything, I usually get white women coming in here being like, what? We're so violent, God. We all have room to grow here, right? Let's push for Greta decentering her husband and Ken. When literally asked, would there be a Ken movie, she laughed and said she couldn't comment on that. That to me says that there's a Ken coming. I mean, literally, they just dropped these 3 songs. I promise you, I would put money on it. There's a Ken movie coming. I mean, he's already had one. Why not a whole movie about him where Barbie doesn't even get one line? And then the person who even wrote this article was like, just like in Barbie, I don't think anyone has been really thinking about Ken. Did we watch the same movie? I don't want to talk about Ken. This is how I know a man wrote that movie. Yes, Greta wrote that movie. Lots of feminism, white feminism, but lots of feminism in that movie. But a man was involved in that movie. Now let me show you the history of this man being involved in the movie. Okay, lots of articles about this. They've been doing interviews recently. They couldn't before because of the strikes. First of all, Greta insisted that her husband be a part of this. Greta, come on. After Little Women, Lady Bird, you've been nominated. I mean, come on. Why would you? Come on. So when Margot Robbie approached Greta about doing this movie, she said yes, but only if Noah could write it with her. Have faith in yourself, Greta. So these are quotes out of Noah's mouth. You know, didn't see how this was going to be good at all. Kind of blocked it for a while. Every time she'd bring it up, it'd be like, you got to get us out of this. So these are some of the things that he said when she tried to get him to get on board with this. There's no character, there's no story, there's no entry point. You gotta get us out of this. He's just like, nay, say your no. Thank God she didn't listen to this dude. But you should not have to fight this hard for your idea that you know is a good one and you intuitively feel good about and Margot Robbie feels good about. Like Noah almost blocked this whole thing. And I think the only reason why it got written is because of the pandemic. Because they're stuck at home. He's got nothing better to do. And he finally agreed on it when she presented him a few pages of the script. And it's that scene where like Barbie's like talking about, oh, like maybe we could die. And he's like, I understand now what this is. This is a movie about embracing your mortality and about the mess of it all. So it was exciting. That's what this dude thinks this movie's about. Embracing your mortality. Is that what this movie's about? That's not why I watched this movie. Okay, Noah. That's the reason why you joined on. You don't care about... God. Like, seriously, every time she brought this up, he was like, no. Terrible idea. Why do you want to do this? It's a doll. I mean, seriously. I'm shocked this movie ever got made because Noah just doesn't understand the point. He even said himself, because Greta was persistent and Greta saw something. If this was not his now wife, do you think he ever would have let this movie go? This is the mentality of most men in Hollywood. This is why women don't get to direct many things, write many things. And the few that do, it's usually white women. This industry is, oh God. And also, when there was Barbie backlash, she was like, I don't get it. I felt men could take it. I mean, come on. Do you know men? Like, this dude does not know men. Men like this are so delusional of their own misogyny and other men's misogyny, clearly. So when he finally got on board, he wanted to direct it. So then Greta had to fight to direct her own movie. If there's one thing this man has, it is audacity. This whole story is so white feminism, I can't even.